So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Zeke Elliott, of course, was a college star in this Buckeye State, and filing into the stadium earlier, a lot of fans had on his old college jersey. In fact, he told us that he had over 100 friends and family that were going to be in attendance here for this one.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on it. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field.
50 seconds, come on. Alert. There. Check 25.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. The 20. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Slam. Watch the eye.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey.
10th carry now for Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Wilson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's going to have the first down.
But with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first half. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Again, it's Elliott. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Got it.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. They So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey guys, listen. 57's a mic. 57 on it. I'm coming.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Left side complete to Lockett. And some space here. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught, Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Elliott. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Jim.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. This is Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Here's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits on. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on my